carry over for the
Two
world.
Flick Show.
This is me, this is Kendrick Lamar, 37 years old, and I still feel like I'm elevated. I'm still on the journey, though. You know. I love being present. I love being present, man. It's my favorite. It's very hard for me to live in the past. Very
Be
hard. I
present.
respect the past.
Don't live in the
but
past. Move
being
forward.
in the now and being
This is what
just
you need to
locked into
do
how I
to
feel, the
grow,
energy I
to
have
move
now.
forward.
That's
Don't miss the struggle for the smile.
Woo!
Just 'cause a
Don't
brother
miss the
says I'm good, I'm alright,
struggle.
doesn't mean that he's good, and we should check on each other.
The smile.
Don't miss the struggle for the smile.
Come on
Just 'cause
now.
a brother says I'm good, I'm alright, doesn't mean that he's good, and we should check.
Check up on your brothers. A mother will stand against anything to protect her children. Come on.
When you knocked on my door, and I said, hello, sailor, I believe that it's time to go. Me and the devil.
I believe there is no reward without sacrifice. And sometimes that's hard for people to understand and accept. But there are many nights where I was lonely and I cried
Have
and
to
I had nobody.
sacrifice.
There was many moments where I felt like I couldn't make it. I don't know what I'm going to do. But then I said, you know what? I'm here for a reason. And I gotta push through this. So I did. I believe there is no reward without sacrifice. And sometimes that's hard for people to understand and accept. But there are many nights where I was lonely and I cried and I had nobody. There was many moments where I felt like I couldn't make it. I don't know what I'm going to do. But then I said, you know what? I'm here for a reason. And I gotta push through this. So I did. I believe there is no reward without sacrifice. And sometimes that's hard for people to understand and accept. But there are many nights where I was lonely and I cried and I had nobody. There was many moments where I felt like I couldn't make it. I don't know what I'm going to do. But then I said, you know what? I'm here for a reason. And I gotta push through this.
Yeah, you gotta push through. Gotta push through. Daily reminder. Stop looking back. You are not going that way. Living in the past drains you, holds you back, and keeps you stuck in places you have already outgrown. Focus on what is ahead. Focus on what is ahead. Come on now, we got this. Keep the focus. Stay on that grind. Keep pushing.
You know, I be telling girls, when a guy breaks up with you, the only thing that
The woman who you put your head on her shoulder and she comforts you will be the one.
And you know what sucks too? I had her and I lost her.
The woman who you put your head on her shoulder and she comforts you will be the one.
And you know what sucks too? I had her and I lost her.
I ain't tryna play no games, my love.
Sleeping on the G's and beanbag. Got me going in cause I'm cool with it. For the spaceship, I'm a space cadet. Big white. Sleeping on the G's and beanbag.
I feel like women have jealous traits, and you just gotta know who to tell what to. Like
Right.
I have like a good 5 solid female friends, you know, and I tell one person I might tell everything to. Some people I don't. Some people I tell what I want them to know, you know.
Right.
But when you know somebody wants your life or want the position that you in,
Yes.
you really can't tell everything. You're giving them instructions to be you. Like, nah, that's not cool. So I feel like women have jealous traits, and you just gotta know who to tell what to. Like
Right.
I have like a good 5 solid female friends, you know, and I tell one person I might tell everything to. Some people I don't. Some people I tell what I want them to know, you know?
Right.
But when you know somebody wants your life or want the position that you in,
Yes.
you really can't tell everything. You're giving them instructions to be you. Like, nah, that's not cool. So I feel like women have jealous traits. And you just gotta know who to tell what to. Like,
Right.
I have like a good 5 solid female friends, you know, and I tell one person I might tell everything to. Some people I don't. Some people I tell what I want them to know, you know?
Right.
But when you know somebody wants your life or want the position that you in,
Yes.
you really can't tell everything. You're giving them instructions to be you. Like, nah, that's not cool. So I feel like women have jealous traits.
You can't let people dictate to you what they want you to do based on how they feel about their lives. That's your life. Do what you want to do. It's cool. You can't let people dictate to you what they...
If you owe me money and you gaining weight, that's a sign of disrespect. Homie. But a lot of people don't look at that like that, though. Because I want for my brother what I want for myself, and you respect a man how you paying. If you owe me money and you gaining weight, that's a sign of disrespect, homie. But a lot of people don't look at that like that, though. Because I want for my brother what I want for myself.
Just because people don't want you doesn't mean they don't need you. There's a whole lot of people that don't want you, but they don't understand that they need you. There are some people in your family that don't understand that the curse is going to be erased because you were alive and you were born. Just because people don't.
Wow. No one is afraid of heights. They're afraid of the fall. No one is afraid of the dark. They're afraid of what is in it. No one is afraid of love. They're afraid of a broken heart. Of a broken heart. Yeah. Okay. That's interesting.
Who is Jesus to you?
Jesus to you?
Jesus, my Lord and Savior. It's someone that I look up to every single day to decide what I want to do with my life and how I want to live my life. And so, Jesus is everything to me at the end of the day.
Who is Jesus to you?
Jesus, my Lord and Savior. It's someone that I look up to every single day to decide what I want to do with my life and how I want to live my life. And so, Jesus is everything to me at the end of the day.
Jesus is everything to me. Wow.
Who is Jesus to you?
Patrick Mahomes. It's an amazing, amazing way to view life.
Is a reflection of a choice you have made.
Jesus
If you
is
want a different
everything to
result,
me.
make a different choice.
Bob said he's gonna set the tone to start the game.
Women love a man that cheats or that can't cheat. And I thought that was untrue. But when I interviewed 1,000 women,
that you are a child of God. That's what I want to say to you. That you are special and that you are beautiful and that you are sacred and you deserve to be cherished and treasured in every aspect of your life. Do you know that about yourself, that you are special?
I guess I don't think of myself as special, just another girl. I'm not religious or anything like that, so I don't really read into it.
One day you will read into it, Lily. I want you to know that there is a path for you and that you don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. And I know you aren't doing anything you don't want to do. If ever you find yourself in that position, then know that there is a path and a light for you. That you are a child of God. That's what I want to say to you. That you are special and that you are beautiful.
Man,
that
Russell
you are sacred,
Brand.
and you deserve to be
His
cherished
testimony
and
is
treasured in
crazy.
every aspect of your
I
life.
challenge all of
Do
you
know
to
that about yourself,
go
that you
and
are
read
special?
up on
I guess I
Russell
don't think of
Brand
myself as special, just
because he
another girl.
really
I'm not
turned his
religious
life
or anything
around.
like
and-
that, so I don't really
well,
read
basically, it
into
wasn't him;
One
it
day
was
you will
God
read into it, Lily.
who turned his
I
life
want
around.
you to know
and
that there is
Jesus
a
saved
path
his
for
life.
you and that you don't have to do
That's amazing.
anything that you don't want.
That's amazing. Jesus can change your life if you let him in.
The human mind is like a fertile ground where seeds are continually being planted. The seeds are ideas, concepts, opinions. You plant a seed, a thought, and it grows. So it's like you're constantly planting these seeds into your mind. So if you're constantly planting negative seeds into your mind, then you wonder why you grow this negative self-esteem. Everything that I say, it's not just about monitoring what you're ingesting from the outside world, because the world isn't the only thing that's feeding your mind.
Yeah.
You feed your own mind with your words. Everything you say is self-hypnosis. You hear everything you say.
Yeah.
You're feeding yourself poison. Monitor your diet. You got to be mindful of what you're telling yourself is self-hypnosis, value, or venom. You can
People either survive in the jungle or exist in the zoo. Few recognize the significance of the paradoxical reconciliation of the two.
You have to be good enough on your worst day to beat your opponent on his best day. On the day he feels motivated and gets out of bed and wants to fight and he's ready to go and he's on the top of his game, and you feel the absolute opposite. You want to lay in bed, you don't want to move, you don't want to go anywhere, but you have to get up and have to fight this man. You have to be good enough to beat him anyway. You have to be that good. You have to be good enough on your
There is a very specific cohort of men, frustrating men, guys who have got nothing going for them, no drive in their life, they're uncomfortable in their own skin, they're endlessly miserable, they keep complaining about women having too high standards. If you're not doing any work and you're saying that it's the fault of women that you're not getting dates, dude, point the fucking finger in the mirror. Your standards for yourself are through the fucking floor. Your friends don't want to hang out with you. You don't want to hang out with you. Why do you think a woman would want to hang out with you? And how is this their fault that they've got too high standards? You suck. You suck. Your friends don't want to hang with you. You don't want to hang with you. Why lay at the feet of women the fact that they have got too high standards? There is a very...
I grind cause I gotta get paid. 1% chance, 99% faith. I fell in love with a hustle. I fell in love with a chase. No emotion, put in a pin. We get it no matter the weather. Sun, snow, sleet, rain. Go sleep and do it again. My heart been telling me yes. Mind been telling me no. Lockdown.
Do you still trust women after working in nightlife for 20 years?
You know, obviously, you see a lot of cheating. I remember a girl was on a girls' night out in the bar, and she basically, her friends left and she got talking to a guy. Obviously, she had the wedding ring on. The guy is actually somebody I know very well. All her friends leave. She says she wants to stay. One of the friends kind of lingers for a little while, trying to get her to leave and knows what's about to go down. The girl just shoos her away. She ends up leaving. So now it's just her and him. Obviously, we're walking, you know, we know where this is going to end up. So he's looking at me going, yo, she's married, she's married. I'm like, dude, I don't want to part of this, right? Wow. Yeah, I don't really know the girl. Anyway, she gets on the phone and she's right near me at the end of the bar and she calls her husband, hey babe, Stacy's vomiting and stuff. I'm gonna stay with her and look after her, and so I'm gonna be home late, or I might just sleep at Stacy's house, you know, depending on how she looks. I don't know who Stacy is, but she sure ain't in the bar at this point, right?
Oh my God.
Right, so fast forward a few hours, you see them making out and the whole nine. They disappear. I believe dumpsters were involved, right? Yes.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Well, they disappeared. It's a hidden spot, you know. He comes back in. He's like, Rishi, I'm out. And I'm like, daps me up, leaves. I'm like, dude. She comes in 3 minutes later, just adjusting herself, calls her husband, has him pick her up at the bar, comes in, and she's introducing him to people like nothing happened. And I'm just like, I'm scarred. I'm scarred for life. Yeah, beyond.
Do you still trust?
The Bible said, do not put your trust in men. It's pretty specific. Why? Because everybody can be compromised except you. The Bible.
I'm unbeatable. I can't be beaten. It's impossible. You condemn me. You can damage me. You're never ever going to beat me. I'm totally and completely, unequivocally unbeatable. I'm unbeatable.
I don't believe in God. I don't read the Bible, but I sit there, started praying 3 times a day. My prayer started like this: God, I don't believe in you. I think it's fake. I think it's for weak people. But if you're out there, great. I want to know something. But if not, I'm talking anyways. I say, God, I haven't spoken to my mom for 5 years, but if you exist, I would love to talk to my mom. 30 seconds later, I get a call from a block number, and it's my mom crying. So why are you crying? She says, I got the feeling you were in pain, but I don't know how to talk to her. I hang up the phone. I sat in that car that night, chills all over my body. I'm like, oh my God, either this is ironic or this is real, but the level of coincidence is a little too real. I could have chosen to say it's ironic. I chose to believe it was God, and He has my back, and He's had my back from day one. That level of confidence I got from that moment that somebody was watching me and had my back is the reason why I am where I'm at today. I don't believe
That's
in God. I
amazing.
don't read the Bible, but I sit there
There's very little more that a man could ask for when he leaves this world than saying, look, I was known as an honest man. I was known as a very respectable man, and everybody that knew me respected me. They may not all liked me, but they all respected me. And everything else is really not that important. There's very little more that a man.
I get happier about the harder it is because I know that no one else will follow. If you can shift from this is hard to no one else will be able to do this, it flips from being this thing that you're like, oh, poor me, to oh, poor everyone else who's gonna have to fucking try.
I think young men need to know that, hey, it's okay for you to sit down and to read and have a cigar and to chill and to think. Because I guarantee if you're in the weight room pumping out all these reps and running on the machine, and then you're going into the cubicle and you flip open a computer and you're not thinking, you're learning, you're taking in, but you're not meditating on stuff and you're not thinking. But that.
You ain't never had a beautiful female come up to you and approach you in
Yeah, many times. Now in my life, yeah.
Like now in my life, where I'm at now, yeah, chicks come up to me all the time. They be pretty, but I know something wrong with them.
Wrong with me?
You wait, what? Oh, like if you approached men?
Cause I approach men all the time. I'm tired of being chased.
Hey, how old did you say you were? You're 39?
39.
Let's just be honest and keep it no fugazi. Your value diminished a lot when you were 29 and 22.
You ain't never had.
You're the closest to getting what you want is always the hardest. People give up right before they get what they've always wanted to get. People quit and they give up. And I will not be the person who quit before I got what I wanted.
¿Eres el mejor jugador de la historia?
Yo creo que sí, sinceramente. Yo no vi a nadie mejor que yo. Es que tienes que hablar de los números. Y yo creo que soy el jugador más completo que ha existido, mi opinión. Una cosa son gustos. Yo creo que soy yo. Porque yo juego bien de todo. Yo hago todo en el fútbol. Juego bien de cabeza, tiro bien faltas, tiro bien del pie izquierdo, ¿sabes? Soy rápido, soy fuerte, salto, ¿sabes?
¿Eres el mejor jugador de la historia?
Yo creo que sí, sinceramente. Yo no vi a nadie mejor.
When you wake up every day, most people who have post-traumatic stress disorder don't have it because they were hurt. They have it because they encountered someone who wanted to hurt them.
Ooh.
Most people who have post-traumatic stress disorder don't have it because they were hurt. They have it because they encountered someone who wanted to hurt them.
Never
Most
expected him to
people who
say
have
that.
post-traumatic
Wow. Jordan Peterson.
Just be the best version of yourself in anything that you do. You don't have to live anybody else's story. Sometimes people make it seem like you have to have certain prerequisites or a crazy life story in order to be successful in this world. But the truth is, you really don't. It doesn't matter where you come from, what you have or don't have, what you lack, what you have too much of. But all you need to have is faith in God, an undying passion for what you do or what you choose to do in this life, and a relentless drive and the will to do whatever it takes to be successful and whatever you put your mind to. Make sure you live in the moment and work your butt off every single day. And I hope I inspire people all around the world to just be themselves, be humble, and be grateful for all the blessings in your life. Just be the best version.
I'll be seeing a kind of weird, like, change here, where because the left went so bonkers, a lot of people that were maybe liberal in their sensibility,
No doubt about
are
it.
now saying, you know what, actually, I'm probably, by this definition, I'm slightly right of centre then. Okay, but there's a shift.
You nailed it right on the head. Absolutely. I considered myself liberal and Democrat not long ago. But more than being right, you nailed it. You said, we're all on the side of common sense. This was a common sense election. I went through COVID. You know what I mean? I ran my business through COVID. COVID never made sense to me. If this thing is that dangerous and is going to kill as many people as they're saying it's going to kill or is killing it at the time, I guess we're all done, right? I mean, and I'm not going to go out hiding in my house.
just not the way I'm wired. And that's not how Americans are wired. Everything that I do is based on common sense.
The biggest risk to your future isn't your competition. It's the distractions you insist on keeping in your life rather than doing the things you know you should be doing but aren't. People delay doing things they don't like for longer than it takes to do them.
Look at my eyes, tell me your tale, do you see the road? I'm out to my soul, tell me the side.
No matter what walk of life you're in, once you get to a certain level of success, you have to be a certain type of person to stay hungry and get out and fight every day. When we sold in 2016, 99% of the people said that I was going to retire and walk away. I'm not wired like that. I will never retire, ever. I will keep dogging this out until the day I drop dead.
Really?
I love it. Yeah, 100%.
You'll be like 80 years old at ringside?
Hopefully.
So today, don't think about it. Don't talk about it. Don't wish for it. Go for it. Dive. Move. Start.
The number one cause cited today for divorce, which is pornography addiction in one of the spouses. It's not just a little problem. It is a massive problem. I think what's happened is that since pornography addiction is primarily a male problem, I think our women have finally found out that it is cheating. It's not as cheating as bad as it could be, but it's a man with another woman fantasizing, stimulating himself, going through the biological processes of arousal and ejaculation, which are, the church fathers say, are holy things designed by God to deepen the bond between a husband and wife and to bring forth the miracle of children and to counter and cure the virus of lust. And this is taking place by men without their spouses, with another woman in front of their face and in their mind. That is cheating. The number one cause cited
Good
today
words there
for
from the
divorce.
pastor with the father.
Let's come down off this high horse shit. As if a good man can't stand shoulder to shoulder with this so-called high-value man. He at his kid's football game, but his wife make more. She a registered nurse. He drive trucks, but he helped put her through school, getting the kids, bringing the kids with him so she can study, taking his little money, paying this, paying that. Once she graduates, she starts to make more. But he did what he needed to do to support her, to get her through it. He not cheating, he not abusing her, the kids are well nurtured. But if the world look at him, he driving a 1999 car. He got boots on and his boots run down. He got a high visibility neon shirt. He look dirty, he look dusty, but he a good husband, he a wonderful father.
What you're explaining right now is my definition of a high value man. Is they're there for their family. They're there for themselves, they're there for the people around them.
But let me just say this, the people around them don't appreciate the man. And you don't know what you had until it's gone. Let's come down off this high horse shit. As
Charleston White with the facts.
Shoulder to shoulder with this so-called high value.
Giving the facts to Charleston White. Charleston White.
Do you know where the most valuable piece of real estate is?
In between your two ears.
No, it's in graveyards because there's billion-dollar ideas sitting in the ground for people that never took action.
You got me.